Callum and James here from Segmented Productions, and today we're going to be looking at Space Wolves decks. Going from the front, starting with Blood Claws. Now, the thing that you've got to remember with all Space Wolves is they all have additional no fear because of Marines and counter attack. So
acute senses as well.
acute sense, that's crap.
Yeah, it used to be good.
It used to be good because knife fighting takes a lot more.
I don't really see how acute senses can aid Space Wolves anymore.
Since I think it's only
How many units
two,
can you outflank?
maybe 3 or 4 units
No, outflank.
can outflank.
Scouts, obviously, but
Scouts.
yeah.
I think Land Raiders can. No, not Land Raiders.
Land
Speeders can.
I'll find
no,
Land Raiders.
that's deep striking.
Yeah, you can deep strike the Land Raiders.
No, I can be sent to Land Speeders.
Alright, okay.
I'm not bloody angels.
Yeah. Well, Mr. Ward.
Mr. Ward, take note. Right. So
Anyway, do you want to discuss Anishano no Fear first?
well, Unleashed No Fear basically lets them regroup and not get run down in combats.
In the FAQs, it received a big boost.
They can what they can do is they can regroup automatically no matter what, and they will not get run down in combat.
It also stops them. Well, I think all armies have been stopped from like escorting units off the board once they flee by keeping a unit within 6 inches. So that's aided quite a few armies and nerfed quite a few others. But right, Blood Claws.
Blood Claws. Right, Blood Claws have acute senses and they shall no fear and counter attack. They have the special rules: Berserk Charge, which gives them a +2 attacks on the charge, and Headstrong, which is basically like Fury or something, where if it's within 6 inches of a model, enemy model at the beginning of the shoot phase, it has to charge it. It can't shoot at it, it has to charge it. And they've always got to attempt to charge in the assault phase if possible.
Headstrong might be useful now, considering random charge length. Because the majority of the time people won't be charging from 6 inches. They'll try and get the charge off slightly further, like 7, since 7 inches is the average of all I do guys.
If a Wolf Guard model or an independent character accompanies the Blood Claws, then the Headstrong rule does not apply. The presence of all means that they act with a little more common sense. Well, the Blood Claws, they are arguably pointless. You can put them in a Land Raider and they're actually very good in a Land Raider if you ask me. Give them a flamethrower, drop them, put a Wolf Guard in, so they can actually use the flamethrower. The only thing I don't like about these is they've got 1 less weapon skill and ballistic skill, which it sort of makes sense for trainee Marines, but I would have just taken away the ballistic skill.
You know, Berserk Charge. That's the same as Rage now. Rage is now you just getting +2 of the charge. So. Right, what's next?
Next is Grey Hunters.
You like these?
Tactical Marines. Simple as. Yep, stick them anywhere, do everything. Good stuff.
What kind of options can it take? Same with
everything. They can take 2 assault weapons. They can't take heavy weapons. But they can take flamers, melter guns, etc. Plasmas. You get your first one for. You need to pay for your first one, but if your squad number has 10 models, you can take the second one for free. So you can also order them with various close combat weapons. So you may as well just use Grey Hunters instead of Blood Claws, arguably. Wolf Scouts.
counter attack, infiltrate, move through cover.
Yeah, Scout, and there's more fear, They've got a special rule unique to them called Behind Enemy Lines. If a Wolf Scout unit makes use of its ability to outflank, roll a dice when it enters play to see where it's deployed. On a roll of 1, the Wolf Scout enters play from the short table edge to the opponent player's left. On a 2, to the right. 3 to 6, they enter play from whatever edge the spiritual player wishes. This may even be his opponent's table edge. useful, but now since you've got acute senses, you're pretty much guaranteed to be able to go from anywhere you want.
That's quite useful. Now.
That's quite useful, but still wasted on rest of them.
What kind of war gear do they take?
Wolf Scouts can take sniper rifles, melter guns, power weapons. They're actually very good, but they're elites and not troops, like in the regular Marine Codex.
And your regular Marine Scouts are. I mean, there's the argument that people would much rather take Scouts over TAC Marines in vanilla, because the Scouts can take sniper rifles first of all, which have gained a huge boost in 6th edition, since if you roll a 6 to hit, I think it is, you just get the advocate where the wind goes. Second of all, they're cheaper. I think you can they take land speeder storms as dedicated transports? Pass.
I don't think the ones in regular Marines can, but there is no land speeder storms available to Space Wolves. You don't need them. They're not pussies like the other ones. Anyway, next unit on the hit list is the Longbangs. These guys are still tank.
Personal opinion is they've gotten better. It's especially since they can choose who to shoot as it.
What they can do is, as long as the squad leader is alive, the squad can split its fire. The thing with Longbangs is, you get 5 heavy weapon guys and squad leader, so the minimum squad is 6 men. I think that's the maximum squad as well, actually.
If you one thing that I've seen quite a lot is people taking a full unit of missile launchers while the squad leader. I think squad leader they usually give something.
Yeah, the squad leader you can
you
can give him a las cannon, a plasma cannon, a missile launcher, a melter, a heavy mortar. Oh no, that's every guy apart. But the long span leader can take a melter gun, flamer, plasma pistol, something like that.
I see no point in any of those though,
because you're going to be killing the guy before they get in range. So
that's a plan.
I suppose you can give him a power weapon just in case. Right.
These are personally my favourite unit. Shielded because of Bloodflies. The Lone
Wolves. Now they have some very unique special rules.
They don't have initial no fear though. Mainly because they're fearless.
Yeah, they're fearless. They don't need the initial no fear, they have no fear. Lone Wolves have sworn solemn vows to die in battle, and they concentrate every ounce of their being into fulfilling their oath. That is a glorious death. A Lone Wolf has the Eternal Warrior special rule and Feel No Pain rules. Furthermore, in missions that use kill points, a Lone Wolf does not concede a kill point if he dies in battle. Instead, to represent his failure to meet a spectacular end, a Lone Wolf will concede a kill point if he survives till the end of the game. Another special rule is Pack of One. Other Space Wolves recognize the right of their brothers to seek a glorious end to their saga upon the battlefield. Each Lone Wolf is a one-man unit that can never be joined or join other models. And the rule Beast Slayer. Lone Wolves may reroll failed to hits against walkers, monstrous creatures, and models with a toughness of 5 or more.
Well, and a glorious death. That's pretty good considering Eternal Warrior is always a nice boost. But Feel No Pain has been reduced to 5+ now, which
it's sort of nerfed that guy. But the war gear you can give him still is very, very sexy.
Yeah, it's pretty beast.
Thunderhammers, Frostblades. I'm wondering, it says Power Fist, Frostblade, or Frost Axe. Now, in the 6th edition rulebook, if it's an axe, it gets AP 2 instead of AP.
It would have been FAQ
3.
So, if any of you watch this video and can be bothered to check the FAQ for us, leave it in the comment section below. Parisian Wolves as well.
Parisian Wolves, yeah. Right, so that's great. Lone Wolves.
Of course, the best thing you can do with the Lone Wolf is, in a kill points game, just ignore them. Just fly around. Although are there actually any kill points games in 6th edition, other than like
Herculean.
Persian international kill points. Right, well, in that case, yeah. And this is 6th edition.
Beautiful.
Also makes a nice sound when you drop it.
And when you hit the little bit head, with a nice squelching sound of our
Okay.
greens.
We'll round this one up and continue with part 2.